Hello YouTubers! In today's video I'm going to share some information with you all because holy moly, I have talked to so many people over the years that just plain think Lyme disease is rare, it's something they don't have to worry about, it's not in their city, it's not in their county, whatever it is. And I am here to tell you that it is the fastest spreading vector-borne disease in the world. It's been found in every single state and county and country and every continent, even Antarctica. So today I'm going to share some statistics with you, understanding how this illness is spreading worldwide, and things to look out for, and what to do if you think you do have Lyme disease. But before we get started, go ahead and let me know down in the comments, where were you infected with Lyme disease? Where did you contract? What state, what city, what country? Let me know in the comments. One of the biggest issues with Lyme disease is that the early signs can be very mild and overlooked, misdiagnosed as a cold, a flu, maybe COVID-19. And doctors really are not offering testing. They're not looking out for the early signs. Really, best case scenario, if you see the tick and get the rash and get treatment right away, that you can, eradicate this bacteria that causes Lyme disease. But if you're missing that crucial early stage of treatment, about 1 in 5 patients become chronic. Surveys done by the Global Lyme Alliance and the International Lyme and Associated Disease Society have shown roughly 25% of Lyme patients are being diagnosed within that first 6 months after infection. And the average Lyme patient is reporting 2 to 5 years before they are properly diagnosed, and they're receiving multiple misdiagnoses before they get that Lyme test. If you're brand new to Lyme disease, check the links above and in the description. I've got lots of educational videos helping you to understand how Lyme works. But in addition to our general doctors missing out on those early signs and ourselves just missing out on those signs, less than 50% of the Lyme patients surveyed recall the tick bite or got the rash, the telltale bullseye rash. So very easy to miss those early symptoms. And then if you are lucky enough to get a test done, there are huge problems with the testing. The standard Lyme test, Lyme disease testing, is a blood test that's reliant on antibody response in the body, and your body does not always produce those antibodies, and especially during the first 6 to 8 weeks, you may be getting false negatives on those tests. So the International Lyme and Associated Disease Society says that those Western blot blood tests are picking up anywhere between 35 to 50% of the cases. The CDC says that their statistics, their monitoring of Lyme disease, is really only reflecting about 10% of what's actually happening. Lyme disease is most commonly spread by tick bite. However, the bacteria that causes Lyme has been found in spiders, sandflies, fleas, and mosquitoes. Ticks have a very unique ability to spread this disease because their bites are painless. Tick populations are on the rise across the globe, and many people think that ticks are actually killed off by the cold, and that is just not true. They actually can survive underneath the leaf litter and inches of snow, and just go dormant through the winter. They can actually survive over a year without a meal. They have actually linked the reduction of new Lyme cases in the winter because the vectors of mice, rabbits, small mammals, birds, deer are, all those animals are kind of hanging out, not doing much in the winter time. I recently read an article in the Washington Post that said they have linked the rise of Lyme cases with the rise of acorn harvests. So whenever the squirrels and mice and deer are eating really well, there's a higher occurrence of human Lyme infections. Ticks can actually be the size of a poppy seed, very, very small. As I said, their bite is painless and they're able to stay attached for hours or days at a time. And check the links above. I have tips on how to stay safe and how to remove a tick properly, which is absolutely crucial to reducing your chances of picking up Lyme disease. With tick populations on the rise, Lyme disease is on the rise because as the ticks pick up Lyme disease and these other tick-borne illnesses known as co-infections, they spread it on to their offspring. And each pregnant tick can have 3,000 to 5,000 offspring. So really all it takes is a pregnant tick to fall off of a migrating bird in your backyard, in your city park, get attached to your dog, your cat, your neighborhood squirrel, whatever it is, and then suddenly your neighborhood has Lyme disease. Some of the early signs to look out for are the bullseye rash, which may or may not appear, and I've actually heard several stories of doctors misidentifying it as brown recluse bite rash or reaction. So being on the lookout for that bullseye rash, if you get that, that's almost a telltale sign of Lyme disease, and you should just immediately start doing a preventative treatment. Since it is so easy for our doctors to miss the early signs of Lyme disease, it's crucial that you know them. So I'm going to list them on the side here, as well as some of the common misdiagnosis of Lyme disease. And if you think that you have Lyme disease, make sure to check the description below. I've got some helpful links and lots of information on my website as well at jenhyla.com/resources. You can also learn all the things that I know in the Lyme Ease Survival Guidebook. It breaks up everything I wish I had known right at the beginning of my journey, and really aims to stop the overwhelm that so many Lyme patients are faced with trying to navigate all the misinformation about Lyme disease out there. So make sure if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe while you're there. It really helps support my channel. And don't forget, let me know in the comments, where did you contract Lyme disease? Where do you think in the world you got this? So I'd love to hear that from you. And let me know if you'd like to, if you have any suggestions on new videos, more things you want to learn, let me know in the comments. I'm coming back every Thursday. So yeah, let me know and I will see you soon, all right? Until then, keep healing. Bye.